That is broken off or pitched off, or I don't know. It look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you can see it's totally off the corner, and of course the B-land's right there. Shit. I brought one drill bit with me, and yeah, that's what happens. One of my products, that one, I got that cement cleaner, and I took delivery of my new little pressure washer gun. Yeah, it's all in I think it's Japanese. Whoa, and just that. Wow, I can barely see it. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can see that. But, you know, pretty long, pretty thick planks, and it held up during the weather real good. It was outside, so I think I'm gonna lay it over the bridgeway. Yay! Good morning, good morning. Craig here on the Thai farm. And the Call of Duty calls me today to do some precarious roof work. That is broken off or pitched off, or I don't know. They only have actually one screw holding it on the side. One nail, I think it was probably a nail. And I think with the over time and stuff, maybe the wind, I mean, these are fiberglass cement tiles, you know, those, I forget what the fiber cement maybe. So like fiberglass, the strands within them can very much start to erode basically if they're given enough pressure. And the corners do get wind, they get wind, lift wind and stuff. And so I don't know, I guess it pulled itself out, and it's, you know, it's probably one windstorm away from falling off there, crashing to the ground, and then having me go rustle up another one. It actually happened to this side. I wound up putting it back with 2 nails, but it wasn't easy to find one of the longer pieces of a corner for some reason. I think actually I found one that was plain, and I think I painted it that color or something. But what it means is I have to go all the way to my pond house over here and get 2 sets of scaffolding, stack them up, and hopefully the 2 sets of scaffolding will give me enough reach when I stand on the platform to hit that. I have a feeling I'm going to be like that much short. which means I'll have to somehow put the ladder up there on top of the scaffolding, which is definitely something you don't want to do. I don't mind falling down on the grass, I suppose, but I fall in that cement. That's gonna be a bitch at 67 years old, yeah? All right, man, let me get it up and then we'll get it done. Okay, yeah, I put that clamp on there real good. It's actually got a little bit of a nipple that the hole went over, so that's even better. But yeah, man, dude, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then on the back, I can't even see. I can feel it though. No less than 10. I got 2 on this side. I had to go upstairs and lather up my whole arm with counter pain. Take that itch away, and also wound up, I don't know where they came from, but the ants I saw come out, and so I had to pick them off there. I can feel there's probably something down my shirt. I should have thought of that, man. Wherever there's dirt, there's ants. So when I was banging that, those little tiny ants that just bite the crap out of you. They're fire, dude. They're fire. Can I do this? I don't know if I can do this with my camera. I'll bring it up there. Get back at you. Okay, might be able to even do this sitting down, but I don't know. Right now I got it straddled. But you can see it's totally off the corner, and of course the bee land's right there. But I really have to stand up to look at it because that inside lip needs to cover the last downside, right? So I gotta see if there's any issues there, because if I could just push it over and hey, it's perfect, but no, I gotta get up there. Let me do that. Yeah, well, that's how the lip is. But what I see is that these are all, they're kind of relying on each other. This whole thing is, they bolted these, you know, one by one, but they didn't bolt on top here. I don't know if they could, but that's what makes it a little bit loose. I got it in place, so now the screw is still there, so I'm gonna see if I can back that one out and, you know, just put another one in, a longer one or whatever. I should have looked at that wood. It's a little bit old there, but it's all right. This is the heat facing, right? The sun sets down there, so you get afternoon sun baking all this side. That's why the varnish gets cooked a little quicker. Man. All right, well, let me get it done. Have to take it off. Looks like they put some kind of cement or glue or some probably waterproof stuff in the screw hole on the back side when they assemble it. Oh yeah, I feel it's all. You can see. Shit. I got a little bit of rot right there. Oh, we don't want that. I think I'm gonna have to schedule that one. I'm gonna have to take this whole side rung off, and take this piece off and replace it. Because if it's got that one part, it's probably other parts in there. It feels kind of, well, it still feels wet on the bottom. Like, yep, look at that. That piece right there broke out. Shit. That's water rot, man. Because this is the corner point, right? This is where all the water comes off. I'm gonna show my Korean Kai guys this video, and they can come up here and do that for me. Yeah. In the meantime, let me put this back on. I'm gonna have to make a new hole over here or something so I can get into at least some kind of wood. Yeah. All right, man. I'll get back at you. Well, yeah, I put it right through there, and of course it got soft. I had to take it out and moved all the way back here, just tag it on the end, because that's just rotting underneath there. And that fiber board, I brought one drill bit with me, and yeah, that's what happens. I don't know what's up with that metal, but I got it in there. It's stable now until I can get over to Korean Kai, maybe have them do it, because I don't want to be up here running around on this scaffolding, man. Maybe if it was really cold outside and I had two of these platforms, you know, stand on, and it felt more stable, but it's kind of sketchy as it is, man. Woo! All right, I'll get back at you. Oh, yeah, well, as the sun slowly sets here, I just took delivery of a couple of my products. At one, I got that cement cleaner. Comes with a little spray thing, so I'm gonna spray it on the cement on my bed of my truck, see if it does anything. And I took delivery of my new little pressure washer gun. It looks kind of the same as my other one. Battery's charging. It should be all right. I gotta use that for you know, when I'm spraying this house or knocking out the you know, termites, or I should say would-be termites, or just mud wasps or whatever they are. There you go. Let's go check it out. It's probably just baking soda or something in water. Orchids, man. Okay, well, where should I do it? How about just right here? It does have a kind of a foaming action. Put on some of that. How about some of these as tougher spots? Yeah. It's all in a think it's Japanese. Said it was made in July of this year, July 25th of 25 or 2025. I don't know how long I'm supposed to let it sit, but I'm gonna let it sit because, you know, I haven't taken the scaffolding down because dang, man, that was brutal getting that thing up there. My wife over there being Miss Fisherman of the Year. Gonna go catch a dinner. But she just asked me about this, so I'm sure she'll be asking me every 10 minutes if I don't take it down. So I might as well injure myself and go ahead and get it done, but not before I have to go over here and change the timer on the solar lights because it's getting darker earlier. There she is over here. See if she catch one. See if we're gonna catch a big old tilapia. There's still some Mekong catfish in there, but we have done a pretty good job about catching a lot of them out of there. Ow. What was it doing? Oh yeah, the timer. The timer. It rained like early this morning. It just rained pretty much all day, and all of a sudden it's sunny now. Or no, that's right, wait a minute. Is that today? I don't even know. Maybe it was yesterday. It's been real sunny, and then we had a day of like just from the get-go in the morning, it was all overcast and rain. I was like, what? And I thought it was gonna be chilling. I thought it was today. Maybe it did kill it in like the morning. Maybe it was sunny by 11 or something. That's when I started that over there. I also see that my wife, if you know, as I walk through this area, she chopped this whole tree down. Chopped all the branches down from that tree and just chucked them right here. Why? I don't know. So I can get trapped in them when I'm in the water. She also chopped off the palm fronds from the palm tree right here by my fishing pier. She told me to cut this one because the light was blocking the light, but all I did was just move this in the back. I don't know, man. I don't like it. What? Let me see. She's calling one already. Tilapia? Ooh, nice one. Look at the cat. He's gonna come approve. You wanna check it out, huh? My buddy? Whoa. It's a fat one. There you go. It's that easy. You hungry? Go catch some fish, man. Remember, teach a man to fish, you can feed him for life. You know, and whatever else they say. Give a man a fish, he'll eat for the day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat every day, something like that. Where are you, timer? I use these little timers. You can get them on Lazada. They're kind of bulky. I've had smaller ones in the States, but these work pretty good, so I continue to buy these. I bought, I don't know, probably 10 of them. Not at different times, but also because like out at the front gate up there, I had some lights on that were on the timer out there. Now I just use solar, but I had some actual lights that were on the timer. But if this is out in the elements, it was in a box, but you know, the high heat and all that and moisture and this and that, it only lasted for about a year or something before it took a dive. And the other one, one of the underneath the house there, that also gets exposed to elements, and I've swapped that out. And actually over here too, this is one on the outside. The plug's on the outside, but it's covered and everything, but still the elements and stuff, after a couple of years, swapped it out. Because what happens is the digital screen there, I don't know if it gets moisture in there or what, but the screen just burns out or whatever, and then you can't really tell what you're doing. And it doesn't work or whatever. But this one works. I have it on 24-hour clock. When I program it, yeah, it's what? This is set to go on at 6 o'clock. I think that's already enough. Six o'clock, yeah. 13, 15. Off. That should be. Yeah. I'm gonna have to ask my wife on that. She's the one who told me to do that, but I thought it was programmed to turn on at like 7 or something, and she wanted it earlier. Hey, that's already that was already programmed to turn on at 6. Under the house? Oh. The small knockdown house. The other timer. I had all of these lights on one circuit, but she asked me to separate them for some reason. Anyway, now I have this one. Same one. So, oh wow, I can barely see it. Yeah, you can. I don't know if you can see that, but it's starting to fade. Program. Oh, I see. It says 19. So now I'm gonna have to go just switch this all the way to 18. Anyway, ow. Let me do this. There's like, I gotta do it 16 times. It doesn't have like one thing you gotta do each day. Gotta do all days. Let me do that and I'll get back at you. Well, that's done. Let's see the fisherwoman in action. Oh, damn. Looks like she got one. Oh, there! What's up? Wow. Look at that, huh? Got another one. Late in the afternoon as the sun sets. My wife's out there fishing. And I'm breaking down scaffolding. What is wrong with that picture? I also decided, I think, you know, this wood I piled up over here from my project over there, you know, pretty long, pretty thick planks, and it held up during the weather real good. It was outside, so I think I'm gonna lay it over the bridgeway on the saw out there on the deck, because right now I put the old shiplap wood, but it's very precarious. I can't run along there safely. I'm always going like this. I think with this I can run right down there. So, but I think, memory serves me, that's about 1 meter wide, just over 1 meter wide. These are standard. That's a standard price size. Maybe that's 30 centimeter. So probably need at least 3 of these for the width. And that's, I don't know, maybe I don't even have enough. 1, 2, 3, that's one. Let's say that's 1 meter, that's 2 meters. Maybe just barely enough. Although some, the top ones are thinner, but all right, man. Well, hey, let me get to work for the rest of my day, and you have a good day wherever you're at. So yeah, let me know what's sick of my roof nightmare. Definitely gonna have to get out there. I have to have them replace that whole piece of wood right there. I could do it, but I have them do it because they got all the tools and all the little wood that goes to it and all that stuff. They're better apt to do it. Well, got that done. Took it away, but I almost forgot. See how this cement is doing. What's up? Oh my God, you know what? Did that come off? I think. Wait a minute. What about over here? I have to get my hose, but I think there's some success there. Maybe because some of that, you know, that I've been doing that for ages, right? So I mean, I hose off some of the cement as I do it, but some of it's been on there for probably a couple of years. I'll have to wait till that dries to really see, but I do think it does a job. The real test will be here. Look here. So I got all this. Got all this in here. This stuff's been buried in there. Been there. Actually, this stuff been here forever. Some of this stuff. So let's give it a good spray and we'll see what's up. Let you know in the next video how clean it looks. All right, man, back at you. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching and keep watching, and I get back at you with more woodwork from here on the Thai farm.